Hello, my fellow YouTubers. This is Karen, 63 and VSG. I promised you a video after I got back from my very first post-op VSG doctor's appointment. So here goes. Basically, I'm doing great. He said my incisions are pretty well healed. There is still one spot that's pretty sore, but he said that's, acceptable. And, I said to him, Doctor, why am I so tired? I can't even, it's not like I'm a sleepy tired, but it's like my whole body is fatigued. And remember I told you when I got out of the shower, I felt like the muscles in my thighs, I had bike rided about 100 miles. They just felt weak and tired and everything. Well, it turns out that there's a very good reason for that. I was not taking any vitamins, especially B12. I was under the misinterpretation that after the third week you start your vitamins. No. It was after the third day. My bad. He said, no wonder why you're feeling like all these symptoms. I've never been a very big person on vitamins because basically your stomach, the place where most vitamins and minerals are absorbed and sent through your intestinal tract to get further absorbed by your body and do the things that it's required to do from those vitamins and minerals. The acids inside your stomach get secreted, the hydrochloric acid, and it breaks down the vitamins in forms that your body can use. Well, when you have a gastric sleeve, you have only 20% of your stomach. So therefore, there's not enough acid down there that's being secreted to take the vitamins, to take any kind of nutrients out of your food. And on top of that, you're only eating a very small amount of food. So you become vitamin deficient very easily. Now, the stomach is just such an important part, especially for B12, okay? And calcium too. Calcium, you need calcium because everybody knows it builds strong bones and teeth and all that stuff. But it also helps vitamin D get absorbed into your body. So B12, calcium, vitamin D, those are really essential. And I was feeling all of these symptoms, and I'll give you a few, like I was a little bit dizzy when I got up. No big deal, just a little dizzy. I thought, well, I haven't chewed any food in 4 weeks. No, vitamin B12 deficient means you can get dizzy. I also had like a pins and needle feeling in my feet and in my hands. But you see, I have bilateral neuropathy in my feet from chemotherapy years ago. It damaged the nerves in my feet. So I kind of have a pins and needly feeling all the time. So I didn't really chalk that up to anything. I really missed that symptom. Forgetfulness, well, that's another symptom of vitamin B12 deficiency. I throw my keys on the counter and it's like, what did I do with my keys? I forget crap like that all the time, but I did that before I had my surgery. I was very forgetful. So again, I didn't put one and one together to make two, to feel like to kind of reason why I've been having all these crazy symptoms. Pale complexion. Well, I haven't been in the sun for a few weeks. I haven't, gone to my pool or anything. So, my tan went away. Again, it's another sign of vitamin B12 deficiency. Brain farts. Well, I'm the queen of brain farting, I'll tell you. Ever since, again, my chemo, it left my brain a little foggy. Like nothing really. But I was never like a dippy type of gal, like a, kind of a stupidly crazy person that sometimes didn't make sense. But I do that every now and then. I have like a foggy brain, but it's not all the time. It's very rare. But again, I attributed that to something else, not to vitamin B12 deficiency, but it was unexplained fatigue. Now, there's a symptom that I've had because I haven't had my vitamin B12. I am so tired. I do one thing. I go to one store. I drive around for a little while. I do a little shower. I'll clean up a little around the house. I'm I'm exhausted. It's not the kind of exhausted that you feel when you're tired, like you're sleepy exhausted. It's the kind of exhausted that you feel you just totally, your whole body feels like, ugh, I feel like I got hit with a truck. Anyway, that's another sign of vitamin B12 deficiency. Mood changes. Well, I've had them since I started the pre-op diet because they told me going from this drastic change from food down to no food, basically slurping every dinner that you have, you might get a little cranky. I've been a little cranky. But again, I chalked that up, but it's the B12 deficiency. Stomach discomfort. Oh, I'll just let that phone go. Stomach discomfort and infrequent bowel movements. Well, those two again can be a sign of vitamin B12 deficiency. So there are three major reasons why it's so important to take your vitamins right after you have bariatric surgery, any kind of bariatric surgery, especially the sleeve. Because like I said, when they cut the sleeve and they make it just a tiny little stomach, then your tiny little stomach doesn't have enough acid in it to break down food. It's by itself. It needs a supplement, which is what your vitamins and minerals that you take by mouth are supposed to do. But the three main reasons is so that you can get an adequate amount of the nutrients that you need. And you know that there's a greater risk of vitamin and mineral deficiency after your VSG surgery. And also a lot of people just are treated with vitamins and minerals because their stomachs do lack that capability of digesting and breaking down from their regular food the vitamins that that food has. So there you go. That's why I had all these crazy problems. So now I'm going to make sure I take my bariatric multivitamin. On top of that, I'm taking chewables, vitamin B12, calcium, vitamin D. These are all separate on top of my multivitamins. I'm taking CoQ10 too because I happen to find that as a chewable, and I did take that before. That aids in better heart health, and it also, if you're on a statin like I am for my cholesterol, it helps your body resist some of the side effects of the statin. So I did find a chewable CoQ10. I added that to the amount of drugs, well, minerals and vitamins that I take. And that's it. I'm going to just be very cognizant of the fact that I need to have my vitamins. Please, if I can really insist on anything from this video, it's post VSG surgery, post really any bariatric surgery, right afterwards, within the first week, start taking your vitamins. I didn't. I still hadn't done it today till he told me when I saw him. And this is why I think I've been feeling sluggish, dizzy, fatigued, and all of those symptoms that I described earlier. I took my vitamin B12 as soon as I got home. I'm waiting for it to kick in. I don't think it's that fast, but you never know. My stats, I have lost 21 pounds so far. I lost about 11 pounds during my pre-op diet, and I've lost 10 pounds since my surgery. This is the 11th day post-op, and I've lost 10 pounds. So I expect that to slow down. I've now been giving the go-ahead to eat soft, mushy foods. So it's Friday, and I'm going to start that tomorrow on Saturday. Can't wait to do that. Anyway, sorry if this was a little boring. It was mostly information, but it's information that you guys really need to know. And if you're thinking on skipping some of those vitamins and you start to feel all the symptoms that I mentioned earlier, then you'll know why. It's definitely the reason why you need to take the vitamins. So take your vitamins, kids, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. I love you guys. Bye-bye.